also the Olympic record from London in 2012.
I think that's very safe. I know the Americans may want to make a strong run at it, but I suspect that it will survive through another Olympic cycle.
There was some news going around that Noah Lyles is battling a bit of an injury. We don't see him in this group here for the Americans, who are in lane 6.
See Jacobs from Italy, who finished 5th in the men's 100-meter final a few nights ago. He was bandaged up, so hopefully all is well. We know he battled injuries after winning the title in Tokyo and then coming to back it up at the World Indoor 60-meter Championships in 2022, and then he had a long road ahead of him with injuries.
The Australians are in lane 9 here for the first heat of the men's 4x1. Italy in 2, and Lamont Jacobs, the Tokyo 100-meter champion, runs the backstretch for them.
They have a very strong team, defending Olympic champions.
Sani Brown, who had looked pretty strong in the prelims for Japan in the 100 meters, is the lead-off man as Japan competes in lane 7.
Strong history at the Olympics, placing second in 2008 and in Rio.
Coleman, Curley, King, Lindsay, the U.S. quartet for the first heat in the 4x1. They're in lane 6, the USA.
The current world champions.
And here's a pretty strong British team as well in lane 5.
Yeah, they won. Brits won the Olympic gold in 2004. Third of the World Championships 2 years ago. They know how to get the stick around. Very strong South African team led by Simbini.
Netherlands in 3.
Second at the European Championships this year. They placed third at the World Championships all the way back in 2003. A very young Nigerian team, extremely talented. Nigeria won the silver medal in 1992 at the Barcelona Games. They're the all-African champions this season. The U.S. won the World Relays this year with the world lead in time. They'll be seeking to get back on the top of the podium. The U.S. have not won the Olympic Games. The men have not won the Olympic Games in this event since Sydney 2000.
By their standards, that's a pretty long time. But then it's understandable with the fact that Usain Bolt entered the world stage. Pretty strong start there for the Americans in lane 6. Japan also running well on first leg with Sani. Curley down the backstretch for the USA. Britain running really, really well. Look at Hinchcliffe putting some pressure there on Curley. The USA and Britain. On the outside, the Italians right there as well. The USA in front. They'll make the last handover first, and they're comfortably ahead in chase, the Japanese and Britain. South Africa finishing like a bullet. The USA 37-47. Pretty smooth win there by them.
Yes,
Kani Simbini finished well for South Africa.
Yes, Lance. Just outside their world leading time of 37:40, which they did at the World Relays. But Simbini, who just lowered his personal best in the 100-meter final, placing 4th, showed why he did place 4th. That 9.82 speed of his, making a dent in the lead of the Americans, but not enough. But enough to get ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, got the baton. 4th, Simbini.
So we see Christian Coleman, the American, 60-meter world record holder. Fred Curley doesn't get out. That was Not the type of pass that you want to get Fred Curley, the bronze medalist, shifting the stick around in his hand. Again, something that you don't want to see, but this is a decent pass to Kyrie King, who opens up a lead on the third leg over the Brit.
Yeah, King did well there because Hinchcliffe had done really well on backstretch for Britain.
Oh, Hinchcliffe was moving. And here we see Courtney Lindsay.
Simbini actually picked up the baton sixth over and runs past everyone else to take second spot. What a run by Simbini for South Africa.
That's an incredible run by him.
Yeah, I thought he picked up the baton fourth or fifth, but on the replay we're seeing he actually got the baton in sixth place.
Yeah, he's been closing races extremely well this season. Jacobs waving to the crowd. The South Africans are very happy with the Americans victors in this particular heat and will be the favorites going into the finals.
So not the smoothest of baton changes for the USA, but the quality of their team makes it a non-issue. Yeah, Coleman handing over to Curley there. A little bit haltingly. Yeah. Coleman actually using both hands to ensure that Curley takes the baton safely.
Curley adjusted it on the backstretch. He started to move at the end of his leg really well. Kyrie King running a really great turn to give the U.S. a substantial lead, handing off to his training partner, Courtney Lindsay, who was the NCAA champion in 2023. Simbini coming from all the way back. You see him there in the green, running past the Brit, running past the Japanese, running past the Italian.
And the Aussies on the outside.
Yeah. Tremendous run by him and looking across. But you see the difference between the Americans and the rest of the world in this particular semifinal.
Yeah, that victory margin was about 8 meters. Simbini no medals in the 100-meter final, but hoping for a medal in the 4x1 relay. And he worked hard for that spot. 37.94 for them, season's best. Great Britain third at 38.04. The USA winners at 37.47.